Greetings. Martin, we're going to have to turn off that light behind you. It looks like...
Well, Helen, you can hit the lens.
I did clean my lens.
I mean,
I did it before people arrived.
That's
I think my lens just wants us to look a bit celestial.
Is that better?
I think so. It's a little dark, but
a bit more ring light.
A bit more ring light so that I get like the demonic circles in my glasses. Why not? Good morning, Rosalie.
That's a bit brighter.
Lovely. Oh my God.
Think about lights. I have them in my eyes.
Oh, it's probably the worst problem anyone's ever had.
I think so.
Yeah. Hello, Tanchira. I have got a big stack of dictionaries that we have enjoyed in past streams, and someone that I couldn't remember whether we enjoyed. I know we enjoyed the Dictionary of Difficult Words. I know we enjoyed Fungopedia and the other mushroom book, All That the Rain Promises and More. With a cover like that, how could it be bad? This, a banger, Glossary of English Architecture. Whoa, everything's falling. Couldn't remember if Dreams was a funny dictionary or just a shit one. We've got Brewer's Dictionary of Phrase and Fable, a classic bit genre. The Songwriter's Rhyming Dictionary, this was lovely. And what else? Sorry, it's picking up mushroom stuff on the floor. And the Oxford Companion to Food. Hello, Swape. I was thinking it's been a while since I've seen you around. And I hope you and Celeste are good. Or at least all right. Or at least adequate. Good luck, Alison, finishing your work thing. I understand it. Any requests for dictionaries first? Perhaps we go for some mushrooms. Martin, purple or trumpet?
I like trumpet guy. I don't remember what the book's like though. I know it's
a hip pocket guide to Western mushrooms by David Aurora, author of Mushrooms Demystified. So away we go. Queen Bolete. Other names, Moretti. This is what Queen Bolete looks like with her mushroomy crown. Key features. 1. Cap dark and young. 2. Surface of cap with a fine whitish bloom when very young, otherwise bald. 3. Underside of cap with a sponge layer. Poor sponge. Surface white when young, becoming yellowish and finally greenish as it matures, not staining blue or brown when bruised. 4. Stalk at least 1 inch thick at top, white to brown, not yellow. 5. Stalk surface finely netted, at least at top. 6. Flesh white, not staining blue or brown when cut. 7. Taste mild or nutty, not bitter. 8. Associated mainly with hardwoods. Other features: medium-sized to large, cap often reddish-brown and or with pale areas when mature, sticky or dry. Individual pores barely visible when white. Stalk often with a bulb when young but straighter in age. Veil absent. Spores dark olive brown. Where? On ground under hardwoods, tan oak, madrone, chinquapin, manzanita, oak, or sometimes conifers. Common in California and Oregon. Northern limit uncertain. Edibility excellent. Some prefer it to the king bolete. Others say it is bland and less dried. Can't make people happy. Note, this species differs from the king bolete mainly in the cap colour of young individuals. When older, the two can be similar, although the pore surface is usually greenish in the queen bolete rather than brown as in the king. Very nice. Shaggy parasol. Yellow parasol, shaggy stem. Brown matsuke, Zeller's tricoloma. Edibility not recommended. Mock matsutake. Yellow veiled amanita. Miscellaneous light-spored gilled mushrooms with a ring. Fly amanita. Western grisette, other grisettes. Springtime amanita, destroying angel. Southwestern Caesar's amanita, death trap. Veiled threats, the deadly duo. The death cap and destroying angels. So this is the destroying angel, and here's the death cap. Are the most poisonous mushrooms known. Fortunately, they are fairly easy to recognize if dug up carefully. Their telltale features are white gills and white spores, and presence of a sac vulva at the base of the stalk, the remnants of the universal veil. In addition, a partial veil shrouds the young gills and often forms a fragile ring on the upper stalk, but may shred into many pieces as shown in above photo. The cap is usually bald, but sometimes has a thin patch of universal veil tissue, and the gills do not run down the stalk. They may be free or attached. These amanitas are responsible for nearly all mushroom-induced fatalities. Poisonings are usually the result of erroneous beliefs. For example, the silver coin or red rice tests. If any of you would like to illuminate us on what those are, let us know. Does it change the colour of silver coins or rice to red or from red? Or sheer ignorance rather than misidentification? What makes the dynamic duo, spelled it D-I-E, doubly dangerous is that symptoms do not appear for 6 to 24 hours after ingestion, by which time the toxins have been completely absorbed. Bluet. How to do it with a bluet. Fairy ring mushroom. Parrot mushroom. Wow, these are cool. Look at them. Shiny. They look unreal. Cowboy's handkerchief. Velvet foot. Angel wings. Fragrant rasula. Shrimp mushroom. Black and white rasula. Yellow staining milk cap. Orange milk cap. Candy cap. Red hot milk cap. Purple staining bearded milk cap. Blue chanterelle. Black trumpet. Scaly chanterelle. Stinkhorn. A good little mushroom salad to start from all that rain promises and more. Melody Gloucester Peg. Very nice. I don't know which the mushrooms are that take you to the court of the fairy. Martin just put the overhead lights on. Martin, Mariah Carey would never been caught dead on camera with overhead light.
I can't see. It's really dark.
It's really dark.
So misty outside.
Hello, Natalie. Natalie's got to learn German words for shrooms. It's a good idea. Hello, Dan. Hello, everyone. Is you here? There's no hazing ritual. If so, you're not forced to choose these mushrooms and then
You have to eat it.
yeah, eat it.
Not the bad one.
Never the bad one. Only
That would be a very good hazing ritual if it's like it guarantees death. We didn't get many new people in that club. Well, they're there for a while, but not for very long.
Martin, why are all our friends dead and their faces turned purple and made of froth? It's not. We've never mushroom poisoned anyone.
I'm not really foraged. I don't trust myself to. Maybe I've said this before on the stream. I don't trust myself to forage. I think I would have to have a reasonably high level of expertise before I was like, yeah, I've got this. I've got my life in my hands.
I was reading about lobster mushrooms the other day though, because we'd bought some, and they say those are easy to forage because nothing else looks like, which is somewhat comforting, unless a dog has crapped on them, which is possible because they do appear to grow in the places where a dog may well crap. The ground.
Yeah,
Ground by a tree.
I mean, I gave them a good clean and cooked them. So
great question, Dan. What if Martin ate the mushroom next to his head? Eat it.
This guy.
Yeah. It's refusing.
It's made of glass.
It's too crunchy for you, is it?
Made of frosted glass.
It's a little al dente.
Mm.
Yeah, you see our lighting problem. We need to get fancy lights, especially when we do our December fun video stuff, as hinted at on a previous stream. Some of you know.
Yeah.
It's not OnlyFans type things. It's not Martin doing the dance of the 7 mushrooms.
So like
They've got like partial veils and things, Martin. So it makes sense.
Could do. I got a really nice mushroom toy. Toy, is that the right word? Is it a plushie?
Oh no!
Should I retrieve it and show people what it is?
Yes, I think.
Maybe
so.
I've given away what it is now because when I saw it, I was like, I have no idea what I'm looking at.
But yeah, I think you wouldn't necessarily get mushrooms from it. From looking at Martin's fungus toy. That's not a euphemism in our household for Martin's fungus toy. I'm rambling, but that's kind of the point of this thing, isn't it? If not, tell me what the point of it is, because I'd love to know. I am, of course, your designated cheermonger. So, got a monger. Whoa!
Look at this guy. Look at this little guy. He's a. I mean, so
You think this is gendered?
I
Just
meant
curious.
I meant non-gendered guy, but obviously that is, as we discussed, an annoying use of
I
non-gendered
mean,
guy.
people are divided on it, Martin. But my stream, my rules is annoying.
What's your
Does it like
what's your
Coral's
preferred
Wanderer?
guy substitute or dude substitute? Helen's
I don't know.
Well, okay, I'm just a little guy. Just little genderless guy. Is a coral mushroom. Like all of the plushies that this maker makes are sort of mushroom themed. This one is like of a mushroom that I'm not familiar with, and I was like, "What is happening here?" But
What is happening here? Still don't know.
It's a little coral mushroom, and but I was like, I feel like I relate to this little creature.
Janelle suggests critter as a non-gendered guy subs.
I mean, for this for sure.
Or
Yeah.
octopus with a white hat. Yeah, if you turn it upside down, you get a whole extra toy. Hello, Haley. You don't have to be sorry to be late.
Sorry,
I'm sorry that you have to piece together what the hell is happening.
I'm making them dizzy by this.
What, your little pal?
Yeah, my pal dizzy by turning them upside down.
Yeah, you got this from like a little shop in a shed by one of our favourite brunch spots that we go to only a couple of times a year.
Yeah.
Rosalie appreciates the gentle expression that your friend has.
It's really mellow, isn't it? It's just sort of curious about the world, I think, is the expression.
That's nice.
And just an unusual creature that's curious about the world, and that.
Like you. You're an unusual creature, isn't it?
And that's why I think I reacted strongly to this. So this sits on my desk when I'm working.
It doesn't. It falls off your desk constantly.
Yeah, I tried to glue something to its bum, but its bum hole is kind of getting in the way. Sorry, I don't know if you want me to.
I think people will take any kind of diversion, even you talking about a toy's bum hole.
Well, some of our toys have got quite explicit bum holes.
No, I mean one, and it's not like an adult toy. It's not an adult. It's not an adult bum hole toy.
No, it's
not that kind of live stream, people. Martin has, as some of you will already be aware from previous exposure to Martin's oeuvre, he really falls for cute things, particularly if they're made of plush. And if they have a cute little face. Oh, Fungus Bumhole is Swaith's next album, Martin. Has this been an active session already?
Definitely a folk band, isn't it?
How many more albums can we get by him there? So this you've had since 2011, I think. You bought it in Portland.
I would say,
there you go.
In its defence, I don't think that's more explicit than a real cat's bum.
Oh, absolutely not.
Which really draws attention to itself. Or maybe, what are these? Is it madrigals?
Madrigal?
Madrigals?
Mandrill.
Mandrill, there we go. A madrigal monkey. You know, there's monkeys that sing in close harmony.
Out of their butts.
In a medieval style. Yeah, there's monkeys.
Yeah. What else are you doing for show and tell, Martin? I thought as a special thing for today as well, Martin might play a couple of songs. Don't know how you feel about that. It's not technically dictionaries, unless I force him to make up a song as I scroll through a dictionary in front of his face, which I feel like you could do.
What's that?
Nothing.
Oh, I could extemporising songs from dictionary. I think that'd be difficult. Don't think I'd do too well.
Tanachira says songs yes, so that's enough approval for me. Is that Hercule Poirot? It's Hercule Poirot as a kind of pig with an a-hole.
Oh, yeah.
It's perhaps what Christie intended, but hasn't come through in all of the screen adaptations. Hard to believe the eel hasn't eaten all of the other toy frame. The eel.
Where is the eel?
Where is? Oh my god!
It's made a run for it.
It's gone to eat the toys. It's gone to eat mushroom frame. Sensibly make Cornelius without teeth.
And all the eel.
You know, I don't think of myself as someone who has a lot of like toys, and yet everyone's meeting all of our housemates today. I'm sorry about your freezy stream. I'm using the browser Opera, and maybe it's pissy about it.
Maybe it's because I'm not singing enough opera. Do you want me to try?
No.
Deliguanate tramontate stella, tramontate stella. Vincero, vincero,
was not expecting this. And I also did not know that the lyric was Vinterò, which presumably means I will win.
I will win.
Because in my mind it was always Nivor, which is Russian for not bad.
Not too bad.
Which is quite a different one.
Not too bad.
It's okay. La, 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 la,
I've forgotten the name of the opera that it's based on, but I read into it when I was I started learning the words. I don't know all the words, I didn't know the end. And it's about this sort of thing where he's a prince in disguise, and he sort of says, if you get something about someone has to guess his identity, no one can guess his identity, and he's like, well, great, like, no, if they don't guess my identity by morning, I win something, the riches, the kingdom, I don't know.
Well, like kind of Brewster's Millions sort of.
But then I think they go to like his love, and they're like, we'll kill you, we'll kill love unless you admit who you are. And he's like, oh, okay. Or maybe she dies. I don't know. It seems really
a lot
weird.
Of people die in
Operas
opera.
are weird. This is why I don't. I mean, maybe someone who actually listens to opera can tell me if I've got this right.
It's a lot of.
Is it called
Lesson Dorma?
No, it's not. The piece is called Nessun Dorma, but the opera is from Is it Verdi?
Was it Puccini? God, we're ignorant.
Fuck, man.
I probably got a dictionary with it in. Where is it?
Is it called Durandal?
Someone look it up, please.
Is that what it's called? I've just forgotten all this.
Tanchiro
Turando, there we go.
Thank you. Tanchiro says, I don't think people really like opera for the plots.
Really? Because I always hear this thing that people say about opera where they're like, well, if you get people that can sing, they can't do the acting, and vice versa. And I'm just like, what?
There's a lot of compliments, Martin, for your opera singing, but you did wake up Vinny's cat.
Oh, I'm sorry. And also, that wasn't the original key. It's way, way higher. It's like top of the tenor range.
I didn't know you could sing opera, but I should have known because you've got like a very big repertoire. La Bamba, Vengabus.
Hummingbird. I was always saying the hummingbird. That's not a style of music that I know of, although I wish it were.
Well, you could make it into one. Actually, I saw a wonderful artist the other week, and she played a song, like an instrumentalist, and she played a song inspired by hummingbirds. I think it's called Hummingbird. Yasmin Williams, strongly recommend.
Oh, yeah.
Enchanting. Do you want Martin to sing the Vengabus in the style of opera? Because I do. He knows the words, and we've seen him can sing opera.
I'd have to look up the chords or something.
These aren't the songs that we were expecting Martin to sing.
Well, only if you sing along with me. Let me just. It was called "We Like to Party," isn't it? That's the song.
Is it?
We like.
Is it
to party.
like brackets the Vengabus?
Or
like, you can do boom, 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 boom if you.
We were walking down the street, and there was something like a rubbish truck, or maybe a freight train that went in exactly the tone of the Vengabus. And I just started. I was with Helen and a friend, and I started doing.
Which friend was this?
Hannah McGregor.
Oh, she's still talking to us.
And she was like, "What's happening?" And then I played the thing, and she was like, "That is exactly the same tone as the Vengabus."
What a talent! Opera is everywhere.
Sorry, I was meant to be looking at this girls, wasn't I?
Yeah. The Vengabus is coming. You can't stop it. You just have to be at the bus stop a couple of minutes ahead and make sure you're ready to tap on with your little card.
We like to party. I don't know if we can do it operatically. It doesn't feel like it would lend itself that well to that.
Can you sing a nice version of a Venga song? Or you can sing one of your own songs. What would you prefer?
No, I don't mind.
Martin's got a lovely song about old trees.
I've got that Sonia song as well.
Sonia? No, Spania.
Sonita?
No.
Spania? Who's Spania?
Oh, no, sorry. Sabrina.
Sabrina, yeah. Actually, I don't know the words to that. So.
You do? Why don't you sing that? It's a nice November song.
Yeah.
Go on.
Yeah.
I don't know what this does for our stream rights, but, you know, the world is chaos, so who gives a shit?
Is that right?
Yeah.
So I'm just trying to remember the chords. Yeah. I'll get there. Sorry, I'm not quite got the chords yet.
Do you need me to fill? Sorry, I thought this was just your intro because I've heard you play this before.
Sun goes down, go into town, Set your body free. Hold me tight, have fun tonight. Tell me you believe. Everybody, summertime love. You'll remember me. Everybody, summertime love. Be my lover, be my baby. Boys, 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 come looking for a good time. Boys, 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 get ready for my love. Boys, 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 come looking for a good time. Boys, 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 get ready for my love. Everybody, summertime love. You'll remember me. Everybody, summertime love. Be my lover, be my baby. Sing it. Boys, 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 come looking for a good time. Boys, 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 get ready for my love. Boys, 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 looking for a good time. Boys, 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 get ready for my love. I can't remember the second verse. That's why I sort of just went around the chorus.
I don't think even Sabrina remembers the second verse. I just want to check in on the Dan says Martin's milkshake brings all the boys to the heart. Oh, Rosalie is singing it. Yes.
Thanks, Rosalie.
That was really nice. I didn't want to be on screen watching you, but I was grinning from ear to ear. You know how proud of me you were when I did that line drawing of a potato? That's how I feel when you sing.
Thanks, I think.
You have a lot of pride in my line drawing of a potato. I did feel really proud of you.
This is true.
The cat is asleep again, says Vinny. So you've righted that wrong too. Yeah. Thank God.
Dunga Boys, should we have a bit of...
we could do a bit of dictionary and then maybe a bit of Dunga Boys. One of your answers. How about the Songwriters Rhyming Dictionary?
Yeah.
Can you be bothered to play, or do you need a break?
No, I could do some Sabrina backing if you'd like.
Do you have a request for a rhyme for something? Like ising, trying to quizzing, fizzing, or frizzing. Izzle, you've got chisel, fizzle, drizzle, sizzle, and swizzle. Itty, pitty, gritty, pretty, city, witty. Hitting, fitting, hitting, splitting, slitting, knitting, spitting, sitting, quitting, unwitting, remitting, admitting, acquitting, permitting, transmitting, omitting, emitting. Itten, kitten, mitten, smitten, Britain, Briton, written, flea bitten, frostbitten, Great Britain, unwritten, rewritten. Even, given, driven. Iver, giver, liver, sliver, river, quiver, forgiver, deliver, up river, down river. Iveling, sniveling, shriveling, swiveling, driveling. Ision, collision, decision, precision, incision, revision, provision, division, envision, derision. Attic. Sabbatic, phosphatic, rheumatic, stigmatic, climatic, chromatic, plasmatic, unstatic, quadratic, ecstatic, emphatic, dramatic, dogmatic, somatic, osmatic, pneumatic, lymphatic, schematic, pragmatic, asthmatic, stomatic, chromatic, fanatic, erratic, aquatic. Apple, battle, rattle, chapel, brackle, tackle, capple, rattle, wattle. I'm not really clear on the ordering of a ton of these things. Sure doesn't seem to be alphabetical. Ouchable. Batchable, latchable, patchable, hatchable, matchable, scratchable, catchable, snatchable, fatchable. So rarely have calls to say fatchable these days. Actional, factional, tractional, fractional, allying, dallying, rallying, tallying, sallying, amorer, hammerer, clamourer, stammerer, appier, happier, scrappier, nappier, snappier, sappier, happiest, happiest, scrappiest, nappiest, sappiest, snappiest, arable, arable, parable, area, barrier, harrier, warrior, carrier, barrier, harrying, harrying, carrying, tarrying, marrying. Maybe I did that before. Ooh, okay, all, ball with a W, fall, gall, gall with a U. Hall, hall with a U. Call, mole, mall. Small Paul as in the name and the palliative. Drawl, brawl, crawl, scrawl, sprawl, saul the name. Tall, stall, wall, squall, lol, shawl, doll. Oddball, highball, blackball, pinball, snowball, baseball, football, catchall, windfall, rainfall, downfall, snowfall, nightfall, pitfall, dancehall, bird call, recall, miscall, catcall, appall, Nepal, enthrall, install, seawall, stonewall, all in all, free for all, basketball, Montreal, waterfall, alcohol, overhaul, protocol. Old, bald, bald, gold, called, scald, drawled, crawled, mauled, stalled, sprawled, blackballed, snowballed, recalled, so called, appalled, enthralled, stonewalled. Oh. Gong, long, long, strong, song, wrong, dong, tong, thong, throng, prong, ding dong, mahjong, Hong Kong, along, headlong, belong, lifelong, prolong, ping pong, sarong, headstrong, sing song. Dave Strongbook, Songwriters Rhyming Dictionary. I wouldn't say all of them rhyme, but yeah, what do you reckon? It's a classic. Remember the introduction being very good. Some of them I think would rhyme if I had a different accent, and some of them I can't really square at all. Did you want more rhymes, or
no?
We're exhausting you today.
No.
Does anyone have any song requests from Martin?
Oh God!
Surprise thing. You wouldn't think Tom Waits fan like Martin would know, but he's already proven to you that he knows "Boys, Boys, Boys" by Sabrina. We've noted his Venga Boys catalogue. What else is in there?
I can't play that. I mean, I know the words, but I can't. Although I actually didn't know all the words. I realized that's many songs mashed into one. But there's a whole bit at the beginning where they're like, "I got something to tell you," which I completely forgotten existed.
Which one?
And We Like to Party.
Oh, yeah.
Like, we like to party. I've got something to tell you. Then it's like, "Hey now, here,"
Yeah.
what I say now.
Happiness is just around the corner.
That's hooky.
Yeah.
And then there's Venga Bus is coming. There's like 4 like really hooky sounds like there. It's like the In Dreams of 90s pop.
You know, you can fit a lot of stars onto a bus, Martin. It's a large vehicle.
This is true.
Yeah. So we still have plenty of dictionaries for you, and don't know what else. What else can we deliver on to people who have come here for cheer?
So what's been happening? That's
I mean,
fun.
Yeah.
Fun stuff as well. I had that scone.
Did you?
The garbage truck ran into the power cable outside of our building, and we went. I didn't have power for 2 hours yesterday.
Yeah, it felt like longer.
Yeah, that was interesting.
Yeah, we went for a very cheap hot pot lunch with a friend.
That was
on
nice.
Thursday who wanted to eat his feelings, and then I was incredibly garlicky.
Oh, you were so garlicky. I even noticed. I don't normally notice.
Because it's just normal.
Yeah,
it's a little cloud.
The miasma of Dracula repellent, but like I really noticed this. I was really proud.
And that's why there were no vampires.
I was almost as proud of you as when you drew that potato.
No, you weren't. Don't minimise my potato achievement. You're very proud of me in my Halloween costume last weekend as well.
That was really good.
And I want to.
Did you see our Halloween costume? So pretty. Mine was a little more inexplicable. If you haven't seen the pictures, I'll describe it. Which is like I had a black T-shirt on, and I had these sort of stuffed tights with faces, and kind of writhing around my body, and I was wearing a sort of overcoat. Now I'll tell you what. I'll tell you what it is in a second, in case if you do want to guess. My sister texted me and said, "Were you the planet June?" Which I thought was I thought that was a really good guess. And she's like, "Oh yeah, you're riddled with sandworms." That
we don't sand-coloured tights, so.
Well, the worms don't have to be. Well, I suppose they are, but they don't have to be sand-coloured. But the t-shirt would have had to be sort of sand-coloured. But it was a black t-shirt. So I didn't go. I didn't go as that. But I'll tell you in a second. Do I know any Billy Bragg songs? I could probably play New England.
The Billy bus is coming.
Can
you? I've never heard you play Billy Bragg.
I've never done. He's just got a really different voice to the way that I sing. I sing a lot softer than he does.
No, that's a good thought, Denise.
It's a great song. I mean, he's got lots of great ones, sure, but that's the one that I know a bit better. Swanderer,
how are you doing, by the way? Because a house very close to Swanderer's house burnt down this day.
Oh wow!
There's a drought over in Massachusetts.
Oh man!
Chaos. Sorry, good vibes only. Swanderer, I hope you're holding up. Entertaining songs that Martin knows. He's known some really lovely Tom Waits ones, but I brought you here to play your own songs also, rather than songs you've made your own.
I don't know if I've done that.
Nice cover all those years ago, Friday by Rebecca Black. And,
it doesn't really. That doesn't really work with me just playing it.
No, it's very much of its time.
But if you know Tom Waits, which you may not, and I don't expect you to, but there's a song on the end of his album Bone Machine, which is this very, very chaotic, almost like drunken song, but very emotional song called That to Feel. And I did a recording of a Rebecca Black song in the style of that, which was
very Martin.
It works. Treatment. It works really well.
I did not know that it was a Tom Waits Rebecca Black mashup.
It was, in fact, it's a Tom Waits Keith Richards Rebecca Black mashup, because Keith Richards is one of the singers and performers on that song. So.
Do you want to play your song about really old trees?
I can do that one.
Do you want to explain your song about really old trees? I think a few people have seen it. Rosalie, I think you would have seen it when we last did a live show in Adelaide. I don't know if anyone else seen us live.
There's a whole story behind it, really. Oh yeah, I did play it. I played it in Australia and New Zealand if I came on that tour. It's about this old tree. A friend of mine asked me to write a song about a plant. I went to the whole story, but basically I sort of got obsessed with old trees, and there is a tree in the White Mountains of California called Methuselah.
Should I try and find a?
Yeah,
I was trying to see if I have a picture of it.
Yeah, it's nearly 5,000 years old, and this song is from the point of view of this tree, and it also refers to lots of other really old trees. Including Prometheus, which is a tree that was older than it, but it got cut down because scientists didn't work out how old it was, and then they were like, "Oh, this is even older than the oldest tree in the world." So
see, that's why people are anti-science.
That's real bad. It talks about Pando, the trembling giant, which is a clonal colony of aspens that, at the time I wrote the song, was believed to be 80,000 years old, but it's probably closer to 14,000 years old. Still pretty old.
That's pretty fucking old. Yeah.
But there was a lyric in the song about the tree being there before people came to North America, and that probably isn't true. And then there's a reference to Claylock Beach, which is this place in Oregon where all these huge tree trunks wash up, and they come, when there's a storm, they get felled, or and they all kind of get bleached by the water, and they rock up on this beach, and it's incredibly beautiful. And it refers to, the other thing is everything is done in tree years. So a 5,000-year-old tree, 1 tree year for Methuselah is about 50 per person years. So, assuming it lives to 100, it's a rule of thumb. But anyway, there's a lot of lyrics about that in the song. So.
I've got a couple of not very good photos. The trees look like very blasted and twisty, like that. And that's what we think about us, the Methuselah tree. Oh no, it's buffering for everyone. Well, let's try it.
Is it still buffering for a bit? If you'd been around when I was a boy, you'd have been pushing rock over Salisbury Plain. If I lived to 100, even Methuselah, he'd have been 20 when he passed away. Prometheus, bringer of fire, grew stronger and higher. I was not far behind. They struck him down in the blink of an eyelid. It felt like last summer, but it was a lifetime. And there is a family of Shakers and Quakers. They live out in Utah, in a grove by a lake. They've been there so long, several of my lifetimes, before the first people came. But I'll never go to the elephant graveyard, where the salty sea water reaches the wood to the bone. Mile upon mile, the trunks laying down, the ocean has washed them back to their home. Tired and aging on the top of a mountain, a million fingers, but I am just one. The rocks were so old, even when I was young. And when I'm no longer, the rocks will go on. But if you had been around when I was a boy, you'd have been pushing rock over Salisbury Plain.
Beautiful, Martin. Truly underappreciated in your lifetime, I'd say.
What, Methuselah?
You, like Methuselah. Yeah, Martin is good at his job. Tell everyone. It's hard to get people to listen to music.
Being a songwriter in the 21st century is real tough, I can tell you.
Methuselah is available on your Bandcamp, right? But I can't remember which of your many late band names it's under.
I think it's under Pale Bird, that one.
Okay.
I think most of my stuff is under Pale Bird. There's a few science songs that are under Dr. Martin Austrick, but mostly it's under Pale Bird now because I amalgamated most of it.
Laura says beautiful. Laura's a musician, so game recognised.
Thanks,
game.
Laura.
I keep telling you to do a concept album about ancient trees.
I did another song actually. I could play it. Maybe I'll play it on another stream. I have a song that I was just thinking about that I really liked. Our friend Dave Pickering did a podcast called The Family Tree, which had trees as quite a big theme, and I wrote a song called Apple Tree. And one of the themes of the thing was this longevity, like longevity, long-lived things. And so I managed to find like the first piece of written music, which is called the Hurrian Hymn to Nickel. And notation isn't the same now, so people don't know exactly what it sounded like, but various scholars have attempted to interpret it. And so I tried to incorporate the melody from the Hurrian Hymn to Nickel in this piece of music. And the Hurrian Hymn to Nickel is in quite a specific, at least in this interpretation, it's quite a specific scale, which is the same scale as like So What by Miles Davis, What Do You Do with a Drunken Sailor,
wow,
and a couple of other things. Oh, and Scarborough Fair. So I incorporated the melodies of those pieces into the song as well, and some of the lyrics. But that's also, and that name tracks a bunch of trees. So that's why I mentioned it. It's pretty cool.
I don't remember that. I mean, I remember you doing it, but I can't remember what it sounds like.
We recorded it. I recorded in that Airbnb, that weird Airbnb. It was sort of like like an isolation cell in Melbourne. It was like a loft, but it was like
with loads and loads of fake plants, like a full-size fake tree.
It was like a cross between like a loft and the film The Cube, and like
we didn't like it.
The bed was on this elevated platform, so whenever you got up in the night to have a wee, which is when in your 40s quite a lot, like you were concerned about like falling down a massive flight of stairs.
Yeah, it was. It was something that looked very nice in pictures, and whoever owned it should have tried spending a night there. Know what I mean? Martin, you're a wonderful talent.
Thank you.
I'm really lucky to get to keep you around.
Oh, thanks for letting me.
Of
let me
course.
play some songs. Love to do it.
Should I do another dictionary?
Yeah.
Does anyone want me to interpret their dreams?
Oh,
Does anyone
no.
Martin, have you had a dream with a lung?
I haven't had that many dreams lately.
The dream of having your lungs congested or otherwise affected is a warning to guard both your conduct and your health. Lust. If you're not additionally careful of your conduct, you're in great danger if you dream of giving away to lustful impulses. Let people have their dreams. Let people have the freedom of dreams. Macaw. A macaw of bright plumage hopping about a cage denotes an escape from an unpleasant and boring conference. This is science, I'm sure. They haven't even blurbed it. They're not making any claims for this book. Do you think someone was just charged with like filling a book's length amount of stuff? I can't. It's not even an author listed on it anywhere. It just starts at the beginning and ends at the end, and there's no about at all. Okay, so
Dorian, yeah, sorry.
It's circling to the book cover blank. Maybe it melted. Let's see what it says about mushrooms. If you dream of a mushroom. Pick mushrooms in a dream is an indication that through taking intelligent chances, you will make considerable money. To eat them signifies achievement in social life that will help you financially. Muskrat. To trap or kill muskrats in a dream is a prophecy of want. Wear a coat made of the skins of muskrats is a sign of irritations from a relative who wishes to regulate your life. So it seems scientific. Also, note how far we are through the book at M. I think they had a lot of energy for the first half, and then they were like, let's just get it done. It's got to get it done. Posterior, see buttocks. All right, I will. I'm really randomly selecting some dreams. Buttocks. A dream of kicking a person in the buttocks augurs being promoted to a higher position but losing the respect of those under your authority. To have one's buttocks kicked is a sign of disaster. Oh, bustle. If a woman dreams of wearing a bustle, she will have an adventure in which a handsome man can figure prominently. Is that where she's getting her buttocks kicked and he's 40? What if a man dreams of, or an MB dreams of wearing a bustle? What then? This book's very incomplete. So no one wants to submit their dreams to this. Okay, pizza or ice? I assume none of the mushrooms in the dreams are poisonous. Orgy. If you dream of being in a drunken orgy, it's a sign you should be more careful of the company you keep. You are likely to run afoul of the law unless you take great care after this dream. Let people have their fun. Okay, so pizza. Wonder if this book is from the era where pizza was common enough to get included. I mean, pith helmet. Does not have pizza, but it does.
How many people know what muskrats are?
I know, right?
Like if I had a dream about a muskrat, I'm not sure I'd identify it. I think I'd just be like, I had this dream and there were these weird mammals I'd never seen before.
They don't have pizza. It goes from pity to plague.
Sounds like a title of a biography, doesn't it?
Plum, they've got plum. Eating a fresh plum in a dream and having the juice trickle down your chin indicates that you will be appointed to a position of honour. Canned plums are a disappointment. Plum pudding is a sign of danger from gossip. Do robots dream of electric buttocks? I should hope. Let's see if they've got anything for carrots. Preferably malevolent ones. They do have a chili con carne. If this highly seasoned Mexican dish appears in a dream, it is a sign of upset love affairs. To eat it points toward trouble of one kind or another. I'd say who thinks up this shit that they clearly don't want us to know. A dream of raising carrots foretells a large income and good health. If a young woman dreams of eating them, she will marry early and have several healthy children. Or your money back. Castanets. Physical disturbances are predicted by a dream of a Spanish dancer using castanets. The sound of these instruments in a dream foretells upset conditions also in family life. Oh, shit. Trees, okay. Let's see. I think there's probably quite a lot of entries for different kinds of trees if you want to submit yourself to that. Tree! To plant a tree in a dream is a fortunate omen for those who are in love. It augurs a June wedding, a blissful honeymoon, and a serene and happy married life. Beautiful trees in the forest or elsewhere have an auspicious influence on the interpretation of any dream. To cut down a tree is an omen of misfortune in love. Tuberculosis. A warning is contained in this dream to take better care of your health. It is not necessarily a prediction that you will contract the disease. Help. One more. Guitar dream, okay. So better be good. It's round a guillotine. To dream of guitar is a sign that you are apt to have your pocket picked. Listening to a guitar in a dream is a portent of pleasant love affairs. Gull is right under guitar. If you dream of seeing gulls fly, you are very likely to have an adventure of an exciting but innocent nature. Oh, gum. Chewing
ice cream.
Chewing gum in a dream is a sign that your best girl will break a date with you, or if you're a woman, it warns against too much familiarity with men you have recently met. I mean, that's saying kind of, ladies, if you dream of gum, better break the date with the man that dreamt of gum. Okay, so this wasn't a good dictionary, but it was an amusing dictionary. Sorry. Rosalie dreams about having dreams. How stressful. Any other songs you're in the mood to sing?
Yeah, what would you like?
Well, there's a song of your own that I thought would be nice.
Yeah, you
to
like
hear.
that song, don't you?
Yeah, or are there any Tom Waitses you want to do, or any surprise pop songs in your repertoire?
You could do my song if you like.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can do that.
Were you about to say something about it?
It's kind of a sort of sad song, not quite a love song, but
yeah, your best girl will break a date, but your mediocre girls will still be around. Okay, sorry, Karen.
It's called My Sensitive Feelings, the song. I don't know what to say about it apart from that. What would you say about it?
I don't know you. I always found it very affecting, and then I found out who or what inspired it, and I don't feel like that's an interpretation that other people do.
Okay.
But maybe. What do you have to say about it?
It's hard, it's really hard, just to paint a smile on. When they say so much more, those little acts of violence. Well, I can nod your head, eventually you'll agree. It's just my hand upon your chin, that's all that it would be. Don't ask me what to do with all these sandpickers around. We dance our pretty jigs, our feet are clawing at the ground. This isn't what you want. Can I set fire to ashes? Find another grain of sand in my Billie Holiday eyelashes. I'll hold your hand in mine, say the lifeline's strong with this one. You'll meet a tall dark stranger from the Middle East. You'll have 2 rosy babies and the life that you want. Like I know every wrinkle, every crease. You said you might enjoy a lemonade one evening. I'm not a fool, that stung my pride and hurt me in my sensitive feelings. That's it.
John asked, did he miss what his Halloween costume was? It was a pile of eels in a coat.
Yeah, the Halloween costume was a bunch of eels in a trench coat pretending to be a human person.
Aren't we all?
Which is how we all feel, isn't it?
Yeah.
Most of the time, I think. But it's one of those costumes that takes a bit of explanation, which is always the best costume, right?
Yeah, you need something to make chat, right? Costume
did you tell people what your costume was?
I posted it on the Discord.
Why didn't you tell people who missed it?
I went as a vending machine, and all the products were a little bit horrid for Halloween.
What did you have?
My
favorite. Okay, my favorite one that you had was you got some. You find just get some popcorn, which has some kind of pink colouring.
I've got it from Michael's. It's just pink popcorn.
Pink popcorn. What's the flavouring?
Pink flavour.
And you labelled it as, what did you label it as?
Pigeon brains.
Pigeon brains. I had a little picture of a pigeon on the packet. It was really brilliant. That was my favourite.
Yeah, but the packaging, the original packaging, that was very cute. It's quite a retro packaging with an elephant on it.
Okay.
But I got it because it was pink popcorn, and I thought I can do something with that. I also had an O. Henry bar that I'd labelled, "Oh Henry, why did you have to die so horribly and embarrassingly?"
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I like the pistachios because you'd just taken all the shells, all the pistachios out, and just put shells in the packet, which I thought. And you'd also and he added an extra, so it became pistachios.
Yeah, someone was very upset when they bought them, and the bag was just shells.
Who got the pistachio shells?
It was Ruth.
No. Sorry,
And
sorry, Ruth.
And Ruth's partner had already tried to buy the O. Henry bar, and it got stuck in the vending machine, as things so often do. It's a real shitty little Halloween machine.
You didn't do that on purpose, though.
Oh, well, no, I did.
Oh, did you?
Yes, I did, because everything was like clipped on, so that if someone bought something from my little payment pad on my hand,
yeah,
then I could unclip it and it would fall to the ground. Except the O. Henry bar, I'd secretly like sewn on a long length of thread, so it just dangled there.
That's very cool.
Dastardly, yes. Thank you very much for your compliments. And Swanderer feels so much more serene now, thanks to you, Martin. And Swanderer has had a very scary week, even by the standards of people. So it's a good achievement.
Good. I realised that song has some quite sad lyrics in it after I started playing it. But...
I cry.
God! Can't beat them, make them cry.
Oh my God, Martin.
That's what they say. No, I want people to feel different emotions. That's good.
Yeah.
That's good.
Which other ones do you want them to feel?
Amused.
Yeah. Quizzical.
At the world. Curious.
Yeah.
Yeah, all of them really. They're not. I mean, occasionally angry, but not in a bad way.
Ambrose, I don't actually know the dimensions of a pigeon's brain. I'm assuming because their heads are pretty small. And so I thought probably accurate for.
They're all about that big. I mean, the popcorn is about that big. So
yeah.
It feels about right.
Oh, you haven't been dissecting
Eating pigeon brains? No, not
like a
lately.
little
No.
creep.
I mean, imagine they're probably pretty tiny, aren't they?
Yeah.
I saw someone talking about plum pudding in the chat.
Oh, how come? What was the occasion?
I don't remember.
I missed it.
I didn't quite understand the context, but we're at the moment trying to work out a plum pudding because my family's doing it. Do you have a stir-up Sunday where everyone cooks plum pudding? I don't know if this is a thing outside the UK or even within the UK. But it's something.
It was something within the UK.
It's something
like
my family
80
does.
plus years ago.
Yeah, so they're going to make.
So if there's anyone that old on the stream,
they're going to make Christmas puddings, and we're just trying to work out if we can source the ingredients. I think we probably can.
I think we probably can. It's whether we want to because we don't like Christmas pudding.
I hate Christmas pudding. I like the idea of doing a communal activity with my family, and I know people who will eat Christmas pudding.
We know one who's curious to try it because he's a real Anglophile.
Yeah,
but
I think we should do it.
I just really object to the fact that you have to steam a Christmas pudding for more than 8 hours, and then another 2 hours on the day you serve it.
It says
the arrogance.
Leave it for at least 2 weeks. Like what happens? It's not like cheese or wine. It doesn't like mature. Maybe it does mature. I don't know.
I think it does mature. I think that's the point. Same with Christmas cake. You make it early.
It
so
shouldn't.
That
Cake shouldn't mature. Well, how does the suet putresce or something?
Yes, lovely putrescent suet, Martin.
So Amber's asking what my shirt is. I think I've worn this on the stream before. I really love this shirt. It's a monster being stabbed.
Oh.
And saying, oh, bananas!
That's it for me. I'm dead big time.
And then the adventurer was saying, oh, geez, you talk. Oh, man, oh, dude, I'm sorry.
Wow.
I just find that very funny. It's by a local designer here in Vancouver called Chop Logic. And I don't know if they've still got these T-shirts, but I do love this. I love the humour of it.
Haley says, I just delivered a lot of UK Christmas stuff to my Tuscan friend for her family. We expect them to be horrified by Christmas pudding. Good luck to them.
It's the worst. It's the absolute worst. Like the best thing you can do with it is set fire to it, and I think even traditional Brits work that out.
Rosalie says pigeon brains are 2 grams compared to 14 in a raven. Ravens are smart,
Ravens
right?
Are smart, yeah.
Like crows as well. There's a bit about owl brains in the new Allusionist.
They're pretty small, right?
Right. That's what I said.
Their eyes are big. When I went, the eyes are like big cones.
You know what?
You assume they're like a human being. They've got big balls for small balls for eyes, and then lots of brains behind that. Owls are just like that, all eye.
Well, not entirely true. They're also massive mouth cavity because they eat mice whole. That's what I learned.
Oh, is that right? Okay. So just sit in their mouth like a hamster.
I think they eat it whole because often they're on the hoof or on the wing, and then they ingest it and pellet it out. So it's like the head is like a third brain.
They wee poop out the.
They wee poop.
Well, because bird poop is it's like a mixture, isn't it? I don't know why we're talking about this. They're big cones. They kind of zoom, like they're big at the front to collect a lot of light, and then they kind of go back to the point where their brains are. But like their skulls are very strongly taken up with their eye things. I don't know. Maybe there are spheres. Maybe it's all of the other stuff around it. I don't know.
Ambrose was disappointed to learn about owls.
They're not that smart.
But it's not their
fault. They're good at hunting.
I mean,
they're very beautiful.
Yeah, they are unusual looking creatures by the standards of other birds. I've got to go shortly because I have to go and run the Taskmaster stream in the Discord. We're going to watch the penultimate episode of Taskmaster, so do join us for that. But the next 2 Saturdays, we're going to watch Pride and Prejudice, the BBC miniseries. So 3 episodes next Saturday and 3 episodes the Saturday after that. And going to hang out and do that. I think that'll be really nice and fun. But Swanderer, thank you so much. Swanderer is going to run the stream. What a legend. Martin, it's so beautiful to hear your music.
Thank you.
And I hope people check it out because you've got loads of songs.
Oh, absolutely, tons. Yeah, just Google like Pale Bird.
Yeah, watch out for owls. Rosalie, good Sunday to you. I hope you have a tasty breakfast. So nice for you all to come. And if you are new, do come back. Here to provide you with cheer. That's what we're for, isn't it, Marty?
Yeah.
Us and the dictionaries. Bye-bye.